Hi, my name is Ken Dabbs, and I am providing an overview of the literature review for conceptualizing structured experiences seeking interdisciplinary integration. This is a research paper that I actually found on Everett Library Database, and it took a while to find it. So our assignment was to actually find a research paper that actually had a literature review section, and I found that not to be an easy task. And I was determined to find one because I actually wanted to actually see one in print. I'm a visual learner, and so actually seeing an example of a literature review versus trying to glean that information from an introduction section of a research paper was a more effective learning exercise for me. So I was glad to find this. And so the researchers, Jawardin, Ward, and Freeman, begin the literature review by posing the question, who cares about structured experiences? And then they answer that question. Leisure researchers, tourism researchers, and of course marketers are all thinking about what is the framework for creating structured experiences. I guess repeatable processes that kind of create and represent your brand, or kind of the overall activity and experience that you want to provide, whether it's leisure, tourism, or marketing. And so the researchers go into detail about these three in the literature review. They introduce leisure field's perspective, and then they cite various research that really upholds the leisure field's framework, if you will, for creating repeatable experiences. Very credible. It's very helpful to see the different research findings that they pull into the beginning, and kind of how they are framing and how they will go about their research here. They also turn to tourism and pulling in the different research findings there. Again, the findings that show and kind of support their case that there are frameworks for leisure and tourism on how people in those fields go about creating those experiences that result in positive results. And then, of course, they introduce the marketing field and structured experiences from that perspective. And so how that is also a growing area where we are looking at, what are those repeatable processes? What is that framework? What is the approach to creating structured experiences? They introduce this concept of experiential marketing, and of course how that is kind of a branch out of structured experiences in the marketing field. And they talk about important research there that's kind of that, and taking that to another level. And then, of course, relationship marketing and experiential marketing domain. They introduced this idea that, in social media, there's just no longer this product purchase and seller kind of model to marketing, that the experience happens way before the purchase happens. It happens during the purchase and after the purchase. It is ongoing as customers expect so much more and to engage with brands, and the importance of kind of thinking about what is that framework that we create and that we follow in creating the type of experiences that both the leisure and the travel sectors have today. And so again, they kind of roll those three together as they think about structured experiences, and how, again, the learnings from all the different, the leisure and the tourism kind of supports the marketing and how we think about creating those structured experiences. What was really good for me was, again, getting to see an actual literature review. It helped me to appreciate having this component as part of a research that you're considering, because at the front you're able to get a summary of what the research intends to prove, and you also get to see, how it intends to prove its thesis by seeing all the different research findings and themes that it intends to bring in as part of the research. What I also found helpful about the literature review is that it gave me some other ideas by showing me up front the different research findings that it would pull into this particular research. It gave me different perspective and broadened perspective on other sources that I could possibly consider in my research. And so, having the APA citations and having, that level of detail, also provided me with some very quick reference on how I could actually find that research if I indeed felt like it would be helpful. Very good experience. Glad I had the opportunity. Thank you.